Hello everybody and welcome back to Potion Craft. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and complete some more of the quest here and hopefully save up some more cash. Right now we're nowhere near being able to afford the alchemy station, but if we go ahead and click on our Alchemist Path book over here, we can go ahead and see the rest of the challenges for this chapter. So we need to make a potion of Charm, Acid, and Berserker, which we haven't made yet. We don't even know which direction we should go for those. We still need to go ahead and collect an experience thing from the map, a major experience orb. And we still need to reach level 6, so we're still at level 4, and that's going to take us a second or two to go ahead and level up all the way here, but we should eventually get there. But if we go ahead and scan the map here and see if there's any of the potions kind of on the edge of the map here, we can go ahead and see what they are. I don't currently see any, but we do have the poison thing here, right? So there might be a potion right here in the cloud that we can go ahead and see if there's anything there. And that's about it. There might be one over here too, maybe, since we have one of those little safety orb things that we can go ahead and go through without dying. That might be another direction we want to go ahead and try today as well. But let's go ahead and see what our first customer wants to go ahead and buy, and he is going to go ahead and want a healing potion because he cut his fingers. So let's go ahead and make him one of those. We have enough ingredients to make 2 of these, so let me go ahead and make one of them for right now and just hold on to the ingredients in case we need them. So we're getting 34 gold from this guy. Let's go ahead and sell it to him. And that just jumped us up from level 2, I think it was, to level 9. So that's a good sign, I think. And our next customer actually wants Enchanted Fire. So not just normal fire, not the normal fire potion that we can make, but they want Enchanted Fire. I think that might just mean a potion, because if they want me to go ahead and do the mana thing and then go all the way back to the fire thing, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I have enough stuff to do that to begin with. So I'm going to actually try and go back to the fire thing here and save it as a recipe, because we need that in our book, because a few people here now want that potion. So it's better to just go ahead and save it than to keep making this thing over and over again. So let's see. We just threw one of the brown mushrooms in there. So if we throw a fire bloom in there now, we should get right next to it. That's going to let us make it a tier 1. And then if we go ahead and throw a wind bloom into it, that's going to take us a little too far away from it. Can we go a little more to the left? We can throw another mushroom in there, which I don't want to waste on it because we don't have a lot of those, and that's about it. So we either throw another fire bloom into it and go past it slightly, right? We're not going to grind it down. We're going to go past it just a little bit. And then if we throw a wind bloom in there, it'll take us above the potion just a smidge, but we should be able to go ahead and water it and bring it back down into potentially a tier 3 or a tier 2 at most. So let's see, that's a tier 2. It just went into a tier 2 for a split second there, but let's go a little bit past this. And if we go ahead and water it, it should hopefully, if it turns into a tier 2, I'm fine with that. Preferably a tier 3 would be fantastic though. So let's go ahead and ladle this a little bit, and there we go. It turned into a tier 3. Let's go ahead and heat that up so it turns into the fire potion, and we can go ahead and save that recipe, so at least we can go ahead and get back to it. So it wasn't too expensive. I think normally we would use, I think 3 or 4 fire bells to get to it, and I think that was just a tier 1. So we changed the recipe a little bit here and it turned into a better potion. So hopefully that helps us a little bit here. Let's go ahead and sell this to this person, and we're selling for 60 gold, and we went from 9 to 12. So yeah, I think we get a little bit more bonuses out of the selling of better potions here. And this guy wants an explosive potion, which I think we have saved in here. We do indeed, but it's a tier 1. So we might be able to go ahead and turn this into a tier 2 or a tier 3, because currently we don't have one of the ingredients, which is the sulfur shelf, which we don't have, so we can't make this potion anyways with the recipe that we have in the book. So we have to see if we have the stuff to get back up to this and make it a different way. So we need to go up. So that's going to be the wind blooms. And do we have anything else that's going to take us upward? We do not right now. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I have enough stuff to get up there, or if I need to tell this guy to leave the shop because we don't have the stuff. I don't know yet. Let me see. Okay, thankfully we do have enough ingredients to get back to that. So we have 3 wind blooms in it. We have the other red top mushroom that we had in our inventory, and we have 1 fire bell in there. So all of these are crushed up in the mortar and pestle thing to get us there, and we are a little bit past the potion here, but hopefully being a little bit past it is going to do us some favors here, and we can hopefully water it back down into a tier 3, hopefully, which we might not even need to do because it looks like our line is going right through the middle of the potion, which might automatically turn it into a tier 3 for us. And no, okay. But we can go ahead and water it just a little bit here. That's going to pull us downward. And then we should be able to go ahead and stir the pot. Oh, I went past it. Oh, no. Let's do that again. And then we need to be careful with the stirring. We might be able to go and turn this into a tier 3 again. I just boned it just a little bit there. That's unfortunate. But let's be really, really slow with it. We're going to go outside of it. And let's stop about there. And then we should be able to go ahead and water it down into a tier 3, hopefully here. Let's try that again. It's a tier 2. And let's stop it again and try and turn it into a tier 3 very, very slowly here. That would be fantastic if we can. It's not turning into a tier 3. We need to go down slightly with it with the water again. So let's do that again very, very, very slowly. There's a tier 3. Sweet. So I think this is going to be one of the potions that we can actually make pretty consistently here, because I think we grow the red mushrooms and we grow the fire blooms and the wind blooms. So I think this is something that should be safe to go ahead and save, and we can actually go ahead and delete the other potion because this is a tier 1 and it's not really made that efficiently. In all honesty, especially since this thing's in it, we don't have that growing. So ideally, I would like these potions to be mainly things that we grow in the garden so that we can actually make them and not have to buy the ingredients over and over again from the merchants and stuff. But let's go ahead and sell this guy the tier 3 potion. We're selling it for a whopping 103 gold. I think that's the most gold we've gotten for a single potion here. And we went up to 15 popularity. I think we went up a little bit on the happiness thing here, the reputation. Let's go ahead and see what this merchant is selling. So let's see. We have 264 gold now to go ahead and play with. We can go ahead and buy the hairy bananas, which give us like a little swooping banana symbol. We can go ahead and buy some more fire bells, some terraria, which we might need, although it's not on a discount, which is unfortunate for us. She also has bloodthorn, which is a cool looking plant, and it does a cool little squiggly line, but we don't have, I don't really want to spend 90 gold on one thing here. So I don't think we're actually going to buy anything from her at the moment. Do we have any of these in there? We don't have any of those. If these were on discount, I would buy them, but the only thing on discount is the hairy banana. So I'm not going to buy anything. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and leave it be. She can go ahead and leave, and then we can see what the next person wants here. And we're going to need a healing potion. So let's go ahead and whip one of those together. This is a tier 3 potion. Cool. We have no more ingredients to make another one. So let's go ahead and give it to him. We're getting 34 gold for that. That's great for us. Let's see. What else do you want? She wants a growth potion. So we don't have that saved. And I just realized we have 2 of the poison ones in our booklet here, which I'm going to leave alone for right now because this is a tier 1 and this is a tier 3. So, I mean, it's really not going to do us any harm keeping it in our booklet here. And I don't really know if we have the stuff to get to the growth potion because it's right there. And to get there, I think we have to use one of these, the thorn sticks. And it's going to take us down and kind of to the right slightly. And then I think we're going to have to use one of these guys. Where did it just go? Was it the Terraria plant? That's going to take us into the skull and bone thing. That's going to fail the potion here. We might honestly need to do a double thorn stick just to get as far away from the little skull and bone thing as we can so we don't fail the potion. And then we're going to have to go right, which I think we don't have a whole lot of options with at the moment. So we're going to have to try and use this mushroom here, the goblin shroom. We can't grind it down because if we do, it's going to go into the danger zone thing here and it's going to fail the potion. So we have to throw it in as a whole. And then all we need to do is go slightly to the right here and we should be able to turn that into a potion. So we can do 1 water bloom, which might be close enough to turn it into a tier 1. Or we can go ahead and throw that's about it. Yeah, we have to throw a water bloom on there because that's going to take us, if we tried anything else, it was going to take us into the skull and bone thing here. So with that there, we should be able to go ahead and throw 1 Terraria plant in there if we want to go ahead and try a tier 2 potion. But for right now, let's just go ahead and see if we're going to get at least a tier 1 out of this. If we do, then I'll go ahead and just take it and save the recipe so we have it. Actually, no, we're not going to save the recipe because we're using thorn stick and we don't have that growing. And I don't know where we got that from. I think we got it from a merchant. So we'll actually just go ahead and finish the recipe and not save it. But we need to go down. So we do need to go ahead and use one of the Terraria plants, which we only have 1 of. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. And then we might go ahead and get this into a tier 2 just because of where it's going to stop. And it's not a tier 2. And if we go ahead and water it, it's going to pull us upward. It's not going to pull us to the side. We could, just for the sake of trying to get this higher, just throw a fire bell in there just for the time being, and then mix that together just slightly. And I think this might turn into a tier 3 if we're careful enough with it. There we go. It's a tier 3. And again, it's not really worth saving because we are probably not going to have those mushrooms or the thistle stick things to make it again. And it's just going to eat up the pages. So we're just going to go ahead and finish that and sell it to this person for 77 gold. And let's see, we ranked up to tier 5 on the shop here, so we get bonuses on the little things there. And this person is going to want something that's going to allow him to expose somebody wearing an invisibility cloak. So luckily enough, we have this thing already, which is the potion of magical vision. So we should be able to go ahead and sell that to him, and we are indeed. So let's go ahead and make a quick 41 gold. That's fantastic. And last but not least for the day, I believe, is going to be this guy who wants a potion of light. So we should be able to go and whip that together relatively easily here. And I'm pretty sure we don't have the ingredients to make it any other way here, but I need to double check because we don't have the mushrooms to make it how we have it now. And I think the potion is to the left. Yeah, it's right here to the left of us. I need to go ahead and see if we have the stuff to get there, which I think we do. We have the fire bells and the wind blooms, which should get us to it. So I think we need one of these and maybe 2 fire bells to make a tier 1 potion. So I was pretty much right. We needed 1 wind bloom and 2 fire bells, and we get right to it. We didn't grind down one of the fire bells, so that's where we end up at. We can go ahead and try and turn this into a tier 2, which I think we should be kind of close to doing, I believe, just by going slowly through this. It should turn into a tier 2. If we're lucky, a tier 3 would be fantastic, and there we go. So I think this is also a better recipe than the one that we have right now, so let me go ahead and actually save that, because I think it's more efficient, right? We have 1 and 2, and then we have 1 and 2. So it's pretty much the same recipe minus the mushroom, and we replaced it with a fire bell. So, or actually, no. Right? Yeah, we replaced it with the fire bell. So we have 2 fire bells instead of the mushroom and only 1 wind bloom instead of the 2 that we had. So we should be good. Let me go ahead and delete the tier 1 one for right now. As we get more pages, I'll go ahead and relearn the tier 1 ones. But for right now, we'll just go ahead and delete them, I guess. I'm not too worried about it. But let's go ahead and sell him the potion of light for 56 gold. That's pretty decent. We have 472 gold right now. Almost close enough to not buying the alchemy station anytime soon, but still a decent amount of money that we can go ahead and hopefully buy some more pages when the wizard comes back through. But let's go ahead and skip the night away here. And our first customer is actually the merchant for the crystals, so we're not going to buy any of these. That's 288 gold, which is not going to happen, buddy. Sorry, you can go ahead and about your day here. But our first customer is going to go ahead and want a fire potion, so hopefully we can craft that, which we can't. Yeah, because of those mushrooms. Okay, that's why we can't craft that. Let's see if we have another way of getting there. I really doubt it. We need to go left, which is just going to be fire bells. So if we want to just make a tier 1 potion, we could do that, I guess, right? Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the fire potion. And we used the mushrooms because it went further to the left than the fire bells do by themselves. Okay, so let me just go ahead and make it normally how we normally would make it with the fire bells, which I think is going to turn it into a tier 1, so we'll just end up saving that. If we can kind of water our way to a tier 2, then we'll save it like that as well. I'm not too worried about it. But let's go ahead and dump that in there as well. And this is going to take us right to it. So 3 fire bells, and we should get a tier 2 potion if we stop it in the little picture of the potion here. And no, we actually don't get a tier 2. It never toggled over to a tier 2. So we could either settle for a tier 1, or we can go ahead and throw one of the wind blooms into it. And that's going to take us right back into the potion thing. And it should be kind of close to being a tier 3. At minimum, it should be a tier 2, hopefully here. So let's go ahead and be slow about it so that we don't go past it on accident. And there's a tier 2. So if we water it, it's going to take us straight left, and it might turn into a tier 3. So let's give that a go. And turn into a tier 3, please. It's not turning into a tier 3. We can go ahead and try and stir it some more, and maybe it'll turn into a tier 3. There we go. It turned into a tier 3. That's great. And this is a potion that's going to be better than the one that we have saved right now because these are ingredients that we grow. So let me go ahead and delete the other one because for right now, it's not really going to happen anytime soon. Again, I don't think we're growing those, so let's just go ahead and remove it, and we can go ahead and craft the potions with this recipe instead from here on out. It is a little more pricey. I think we need more fire bells in it than we did the other way, but it's at least something we can go ahead and continue crafting nonetheless. So let's go ahead and sell him the tier 3 potion for 65 gold, and we need to go ahead and craft a frost potion, so we should have that in here. We do. It's a tier 2, and for right now, because we are kind of slacking on ingredients, I'm not going to try and turn this into a tier 3 right now. We could probably turn it into a tier 3. It's relatively cheap, and we do have the ingredients to at least get there again, but I don't want to risk burning material right now. I'm probably going to spend our money on ingredients when another vendor comes through, but let's go ahead and sell him the frost potion for 39 gold. We are at 10 out of 25 on our popularity, so we're doing pretty good here. We need another healing potion. Hopefully we can make one of those. We can indeed. So let's go ahead and give him that for 37 gold. I feel like these tier 3 ones aren't really selling for that much money, but I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. And here's the mushroom vendor. So he's got some of the sulfur shelves, which are on a discount right now, and that's the only one he's selling for a discount. So we only have one in our inventory, and I don't know if I really want to waste the gold on that. I want the other vendor to show up that had a whole page of mushrooms available. So I'm actually going to let this guy leave because I don't want to waste money on one mushroom. Hopefully the other guy has more of them. And we need to go ahead and whip together a poison potion for this lady. So let's see if we can make a tier 3. We cannot currently. Okay. Can we make a tier 1? We can't make a tier 1 either. Do we not have anything that goes in that direction? We can't make it with the recipes that we have because we don't have any of the Terraria plants, but we should be able to go ahead and make it like this. So if we throw one fire bell in there and then throw the dryad sandal in there, or saddle. Yeah, saddle, not sandal. That should go ahead and take us over to a tier 1. And I think that's what we're going to settle for because I don't want to burn more of the ingredients on making this potion. So let's just go ahead and whip that together. Get a tier 1 going. Cool. Finish the potion and sell it to this lady. Great, for 18 gold. So this lady wants us to make her a potion for winning somebody's heart, which I don't think we have yet. I think that's over in the questing book here to go ahead and make the potion of charm. So I don't know which way we should go for that because if I had to guess, I'm probably going to go toward the heart direction here, the healing direction. It might be in this area, or it could very well be over in this area since this seems to be like the magic corner. We have lightning, we have bouncy, we have vision and mana, so it might be in this direction too. It kind of just depends on the resources that we have right now, which is very limited at the moment, but I think most of these go downward for the most part. Yeah, we have 4 or 5 that go down and only like 2 or 3 that go up. So we're going to go ahead and try and go in this direction and see if there's anything kind of right here by the growth potion, or if we have the material to go this way, we're going to try over here by the sleep potion. But let me go ahead and take a look at the ingredients and see which way we can actually go with this. Okay, so I don't think I'm actually going to get anywhere with this. I have one of the green mushrooms in there. I have one of the brown mushrooms, I believe, and then one of the weird mushrooms, I think is the other name of that one. So I don't think this is actually going to turn into anything because we don't really have anything else that's going to take us downward. I think we have one more mushroom, maybe 2 more mushrooms that's going to lead us in a downward direction, and I don't think it's going to be far enough to do anything with any of the I don't think it's going to do anything with any of the other recipes here. So we only have this one left, which is going to take us down just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and throw that in there as well, I guess. And let's see. So it's going to take us a little bit past the growth potion, and there's nothing in range here just yet. And is that it? Yeah, we don't have anything. Oops, we don't have anything else. I keep clicking on potions here, or ingredients, but yeah, we don't have anything else that's going to take us downward, unfortunately. So we could either just throw a fire bell in there and turn it into a growth potion just to go ahead and save face and get some sort of money from this waste of ingredients, or we could go ahead and just destroy it by going into one of these skull and crossbone things. So let's go ahead and just do this to get some sort of money out of it. And I think we're going to have to burn a lot of money on ingredients from the vendors from here on out because I don't know which direction the potions are going to be in. So that's going to be a tier 2 growth potion at least. And we can go ahead and save that because we're not going to make that into a recipe. And all we have left is 6 fire bells to go left. We have 8 wind blooms that takes us straight up. We have 1 witch mushroom that's going to take us kind of to the right and up. and 3 water blooms. That's going to take us straight to the right, and 1 sulfur shelf. That's going to take us to the left a little bit here. So yeah, we don't have a whole lot of ingredients to play with. And we have this lady who's not going to get a potion because we don't have the ability to make that potion. I don't know where that potion is in the map here, and we don't have any ingredients. I'm pretty sure we can't skip the night away, I think. Yeah, we can't go to bed because there's people still in our shop. So really the only thing we can do is tell her to leave because we don't have the stuff to make it. So it's a bit unfortunate. We lose 2 popularity because of that, which is kind of a bummer. And I don't think we're going to be able to make this guy's potion either. He wants a thunder potion, which we have, but oh, we actually can make that. Okay, let's go and whip that together and sell it to him. So at least we got something out of this. So we get 37 gold out of it. And luckily enough, this person wants the fast growth potion. So go ahead and sell it to her. We get 58 gold out of that. And we don't have any more customers for the day. We have 726 gold going into the next day here. Again, I'm just going to have to go ahead and buy ingredients from the vendors and just try and figure our way around the map here and get the rest of these things done. But I think for right now, that's actually going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.